Good morning, students. Today we discuss about the role of the system analyst. Okay, basically, a system analyst is a person that will be responsible for the development of software and hardware solution to the efficient working of the organization. Basically, analysts study the environment and problems of an organization to determine whether a new information method can provide a solution to the particular problem. Okay, the main job of the system analysis is to provide the right type of information in right quantity at the right time in post effective manner to the management of the end user. Okay, there are basically there are different roles of the system analyst. Okay, so the main role is the defining IT requirements of the organization. Okay, it is the most important and difficult task of analyst is to understand the organization's requirements information. Okay, it includes interviewing users, finding out what information is they are using in the current system. Basically, it is the part of the data collection tools. As we know that there are different data collection tools that will be generally used for the defining IT requirements like questionnaire, interview, observation. Okay, the second is the data collections. That means be gathering the data or facts. For collecting data or facts, written documents are important because these documents represent the formal information flow in the system. The analyst studies documents such as input forms, output records, invoices, etc. to understand how data are passed and used in the present system. Okay. The most important role is the analyzing the problem. Okay, basically after collecting data or facts, the analyst analyzes the working of the current system and find out to what extent it meet the user's needs. Okay, the next role is the setting priority amongst requirement. That means which work has been performed first and which will be the last. Okay, basically in the organization there are many types of users and each user has different types of information needs. Okay, it may not possible to satisfy the requirements of everyone due to limited availability of resources. So it is necessary to give priority of the requirements. Basically, the priorities are set on the basis of urgency and importance of users' need. Okay. The next role is the problem solving. Okay, problem solving. The system analyst helps the IT users to solve their information problems. In that role, he must understand the problem and suggest solutions. Okay. Next is the drawing specification. The analyst obtains the input and output a specification for optimal functioning of the system to be developed. Okay, uh, designing a system. The system analyst plays a very important role in the designing of the system. Basically, once the specification are accepted by the management, the analyst gets on the design of the system. Okay, the analyst must be aware of the latest design tools for the system design. To analyst also known as the just like a architecture of the system. Okay, and the next role of the system analysis, how can it evaluate the system. Basically, an analyst must critically test the performance of the design system with the specification after it has been in use for the reasonable period of time. So basically, these are the different roles of the system analyst. Okay, basically, in briefly, we can say that the system analyst defining and understanding the requirements of the user through various fact-finding techniques like interview, questionnaire, etc. Okay. Next, prioritizing the requirements by obtaining user uh, consensus, gathering the facts or information and acquire the opinion of the users, maintain analysis and evaluation to arrive at appropriate system which is more user friendly. Okay, system analyst also suggests many flexible alternative solution and pick the best solution and quantity, cost, and benefits. Okay, it also draws certain specifications which are easily understood by user and programmers in precise and detailed form. Okay, it also draws certain specifications which are easily understood by users and programmer. okay, programmer that can implement the software, okay. It can also plan the periodically for evaluation after it has been used for some time and modify the system needed, okay. Now we discuss what are the attributes of the system analyst, okay. Here basically I have discussed about the attributes, means what are the different types of properties, okay. That is, there are different properties in system analyst: interpersonal skill, analytical skill, management skill, technical skill, knowledge of people, knowledge of business functions, knowledge of data processing principles, okay. These are the different types of property that will be must exist in the system analyst, okay. So first we develop what are the attributes of the system analyst. First is the interpersonal skill, okay. Basically interpersonal skill consists some different some points, okay. uh, Interface with user and programmer, to provide facilitate groups and lead similar teams, to provide managing expectations, good understanding, communication, selling and teaching ability. It consists motivator, having the confidence to solve queries. These are the different factors, parameters that are the part of the interpersonal skills, okay. Now we discuss about the analytical skills, okay. Basically the analytical skills which consist system study and organization knowledge, okay. The analytical skills also consist problem identification, problem analysis and problem solving, sound common sense. It also provides the ability to access trade-off. It also provide the property of curiosity to learn about the new organization, okay. Now we discuss about the management skill. Basically management skill is the most important skill, because a system analyst having interact with the all types of the people, like developer, like technical persons and non-technical persons also, okay. So management skill consists understand users jargon and practices, resource and project management, how to change and risk management, understand the management functions thoroughly, okay. And the next is the technical skill. Basically technical skill consists the different types of knowledge of the different programming language, different types of software development, etc., okay. Basically technical skills includes knowledge of computers and software, keep abreast of modern development, know of system design tools, and breadth knowledge about the new technology, okay. This is the part of the technical skill, okay. The next is the knowledge of the people. It is the most important, because the system is the components of hardware, software and data, okay. And it is generally used by the people, so knowledge of the people is the most important attribute of the system analyst. Basically, since a system analyst works with others so closely, he or she must understand their needs and what motivates them to develop system properly, okay. This is the part of the knowledge of the people. Second is the knowledge of the business functions, okay. Basically a system analyst must know the environment in which he or she works. He must be aware of the management and the users at his and realize how they react to system analysis, okay. A working knowledge of accounting and marketing principle is a must, since so many systems are built around these two areas, okay. He must be familiar with his company's product and service and management's policies in area concerning him, okay. Next is the knowledge of data processing principle. Most systems today are computer based, and the system analyst must fully aware about the potential and limitation of the computers, okay. Next is the ability to communicate. Basically as a coordinator, just like we can say that in whole SDLC, system analyst is work as a coordinator, okay. As a coordinator, a system analyst must communicate properly with people of different levels within an organization. System analyst must listen carefully to what others say and integrate the thoughts of others into the system development process, okay. Next property, the flexibility. It is the most important part of the system analyst, okay. Basically system analysts must be flexible in their thinking, since they often do not get their own way, okay. Different factions in an organization have conflicting needs, and most systems are the result of compromise. The analyst goal is to produce the system that will be the best for the organization and that is the best suited for the organization. Okay, it requires an open mind and flexibility in his idea. Okay, next is the sharp mind. Okay, basically system analysts are called upon to work with people at different levels virtually in every aspect of the business. So he or she must know how to work with all of them and gain their confidence. Analyst must have sharp mind to learn quickly how people do their job and develop ways for them to do it better. Okay, and basically these are the different attributes of the system analyst. Apart from this, an analytical it the most important part is the analytical mind. Okay, basically it takes an unusual person to see through problem facing on organization and develop solutions that will work. System analysts often find themselves with more data than they can cope with. It requires an analytical mind to select pertinent data and concentrate on them in defining problems and forming solutions. Okay, so basically, in this lecture, we mm, discuss about what are the different roles of the system analyst and what are the different attributes of system analyst. Okay, this is a very important topic, and briefly we can say that system analyst is the very important persons that plays a very vital role in the system development life cycle. Okay, now it will end of the session. Thank you. We next in the next lecture. Okay.